Hey guys, can y'all hear me? I'm just now getting on, trying to get all this stuff set up properly. So I think y'all can hear me now. Let me get this TikTok going and full stream projector for me so that I can see what I'm doing a little bit. Hey guys. All right. How is the font on YouTube, guys? Are y'all able to see the font? Be sure if you are on YouTube and you are on a mobile device that you find a little arrow area down at the bottom right-hand side. There'll be 3 lines. You pick that area and switch your view to desktop mode. That way you can participate in chat. Chat will be below the video. You can also turn your mobile device sideways and be able to see a bigger view too. Hello, Net. Hey, Vanessa. Hey, Michelle. Hey, Cindy. Hey, Twinkle. I just started the... Hey, Cindy. Good to see you. Hey, Jay. Blake. I just started the TikTok stream. It's got not very good of a look right now, but sorry, guys. I was busy watching somebody making some TikToks. One of the students here has made like 3 videos
if you ever get yours to write
and was tagging me in them, asking questions. So I was having fun going back and forth and watching her videos about her experience trying to get the CPC, and she was showing off some of her Valentine's Day house decorations and asking me questions. It was quite fun, so that was neat. I just put up a couple of Valentine's decorations too. My mom got me some gnomes. I'll have to show them off to you guys. How's everyone doing? I know the YouTube stream is rolling. We are going to be able to transition with some hotkeys from the PDF version of the book to PDF versions of the CPT book and what I'm going to make my notes look like from now on out, which is going to be really cool. And then we can also transition to my Word document here, which has the practice exam questions for tonight, which is kind of cool. So those are just little hotkeys that I'm flipping back and forth. Isn't that neat? The only thing is when I flip them from you guys and y'all's view, I need to switch them on my computer so that I can work on that page. So there will be a little delay where you get to see the picture before I do, and then I gotta go find that picture. But isn't that cool? Kind of neat. My son's working on it. Now wait till you see this idea, Miss Twinkle. So what this is a PDF picture. Let me go to it real quick. Of blank notes that I make, right? That's what this page is. It's blank. But what I can do from here on out is create my notes here. I have a drop-down menu where I can choose some pens, and I can start my lives by showing you this is how I make my notes. No more teacher cam down on a book that shows shiny pictures because of the little glare. You know, and then also if I save this document, I won't have to retake the picture. I can actually use this as my notes. And I can also type in words in boxes here instead of handwriting them where you have to read my handwriting. So, my goodness, I should have shown all this to my son a long time ago so that I could kill two birds with one stone. Like, I already have to take a picture of the pages anyway. But instead of going through 50 boxes of ink, I can do it this way and send it to you guys. A lot easier if you need page by page notes. Hopefully you don't, but hopefully I can teach you how to make your own notes without having to buy page by mine. But you can tell some of these pictures that I've taken today have some bleed through of some ink already, because I already started here making notes on other pages near this one, but still, this will be really cool for all the other sections that I haven't started for yet this year. Anyway, gosh, I can't talk today. But I think this will be kind of cool. What do you guys think? And especially when you're watching the replays of the book prep for those that have the paid membership on my YouTube channel, y'all will be able to see really super clear notes without having to maybe do screenshots of my screen and zoom in and try to figure out what in the heck am I writing with my handwriting. This just seems really, really cool. I never even thought to do it like this. So I'm just going through my first steps here that I like to do with book prep is find anything that mentions anything in a parentheses, even if it's in the notes or the guidelines, because that's where they're giving us AKA terms that they might use in the exam. But this will make things a whole lot easier. Maybe I won't get so much complaints about what did she write? What handwriting is that? Because if I type it, it's just typed, you know. So this, I think, is going to be cool. So excited to show that off. And then there's another open. And looky, we got it closed up here. I can get my orange out right there. I can get my red back out. We got some more do nots. I just think it's fascinating. I'm trying to catch up with chat. Let's see what's going on. I was trying to get all my stuff together and send to AAPC for the apprenticeship removal. Yay! It is. You just need an email, and I'm giving y'all a picture of the email and what I wrote, and then a PDF version of your course that you may have taken from AAPC or any other college, if you have any. Associate's degrees or anything, send them those. And then you also need a letter. One can be from a friend, one can be from an employer. But if you've completed a course, I think you only need one or the other. You don't need two letters, but you need a letter that states that they know that who you are and they've seen you use an ICD-10, Hippix book, and a CPT book for a year in your daily duties at work. It could be a coworker, friend at work. One of them, if that's all you have and no college hours, I believe you need to get on letterhead from your boss or somebody. But I saw on their website that one of them can be from a friend. It's all on the AAPC site. Which reminds me, I am supposed to be helping you guys out. I don't have that particular link in front of me right now, but I do have a bunch of other links. So if And I can't do it for TikTok yet, but if you guys, I can't do it here, can I? Can I chat and chat there? No? I was supposed to be figuring this out. I can't write in chat, can I? Nope. I know, I need chat open somewhere else. Projector, do that again. He had me close it, of course, and now I need it open for the chat. Let's send these to, maybe Twinkle can post them in there. So when I mention stuff about my website, like go to the CPT book prep page, maybe we can help out by posting some of those links to that exact page in chat, whoever my mods are on TikTok and my mods in YouTube. That would help a whole bunch. Because in this format, I won't be able to go to the website so freely right now and show off those sites, but that might be helpful for people. I just got to figure out how to do it myself. I was supposed to, but now I've forgotten how. I'll get to figuring it all out one of these days. All right, where is my PDF I was just working on? There it is. All right. And I got all the do nots. I got all the do nots. Things that I like to mark up in my book is, of course, these do nots all the way through the entire CPT book. Anytime I see that a procedure is open, I circle it in green. Anytime that I see a procedure is closed, I circle it in orange. Anytime that I see imaging is included in one of our CPT code descriptors, I like to blue underline and star it so that when I'm just skimming these pages, the blue highlights out to me and I know radiology is included. So if I see any questions where that 33741 has a 70,000 code attached to it, I know I can exclude that right away. Super easy to do. This one also includes all imaging guidance. So I like to star that and underline it. Makes sense to me. It's just what I like to do. If a code is told to me and says use it with another code, then I underline it in green because green is good to go. I like that. If a code is an add-on code and it is one that I can multiply, I like to find the word each that's in the descriptor and write times beside it for you guys so that you know this one doesn't get a modifier attached to it at all. If we're going to do multiple of something, whatever this shunt thing is, we are going to hit times 2, times 3, times 4, however many we did, and we will not add modifiers to that. So that's my little indication. You can come up with your own plan and however you want to mark up your own books. This is just what I do. Let's see, what else can I mark up? Anytime there's the mention of aorta, arteries, or anything to do with arteries, I keep the same color scheme that they have in Appendix L. Anything that's mentioned as an artery, I circle the word in red. And if it's venous, vein, ventricular, then I circle those words in blue. That just helps because a lot of the codes are the same, but the only difference is if you're in an aorta or if you're in an artery or a vein. Super, super easy. So anytime I see those throughout the book, I do that. It gets a little monotonous, but I promise The most important thing is we pass the certification exam, right? So you don't want to pay for more attempts when it's $500 for 2 attempts, right? So we want to pass. And if this helps, then it helps. Great. Perfect. It's worth writing it all out. Our differences for these particular codes right here, since all these shunts are together, right? They're all shunts. That's what that is for. But our differences between the codes is going to be subclavian. Then we're going to have our ascending. You can write these one-word differences underneath each number. It may help you out so that you don't have to look at the CPT code descriptor. You could do that, or I could type it, something like that. Then you could write sub up there, and then right here you could write descending. Or if you think that you will notice, you can just simply do different alternating color underlines. So it's totally up to you how you want to do it. I tend to do it both ways so that you guys see what the difference is. But if I was doing this for myself, I would pick one way instead of stopping to underline it in different colors and then also writing it. Just pick yourself one way, whatever way is easiest. I mean, if circling it brings out the difference, or if you just write it underneath here, SVC, and then I had yellow for this one, and I could do central. That kind of thing. Super helpful. Okay. Yes, a lot of people have taken their exam already this month. I'd say more than half have passed. Thank you for the taps on TikTok, and thank you for already giving me 5 pizzas. I love pizza. It is Pizza Friday. Isn't that awesome? Miss Weston starts her billing class on Monday. She's so excited. That's awesome. Time zones. Time zones are the devil. Thank you so much, Emily, for all the pizzas. You are awesome. Just reading messages. Hey, Baking. Hey, Shanda Pooh. Reminds me of my mom's name, Grandma Pooh. Oh, let's see. We want to be just like you. Oh, Vanessa, you're awesome. I bought the notes, but I couldn't open them. I've been running through a lot of IT, your own IT. It's nothing that a Google search wouldn't help you with. How do I download PDFs after I bought them? Google that. It'll tell you how to do that. Whether you're on Etsy or my website, it's nothing that I could personally do to make it any easier, if that makes sense, because my site and Etsy are automatic. As soon as it's paid for, you don't have to wait for emails. You don't have to do anything. It is already there for you. You need to go to your account. You need to go to your purchase history, and you can download direct from there if you're on Etsy, because those files are too big to email. Way too big. So nobody's getting emails of these files. They are on the websites, and all you're getting, if you do get an email, is a notification of where the files are located inside your own account. So if you go to the inbox section of my website and go to the chat feature, that's where you'll see a picture of the notes that you bought, and you just click on the picture and it instantly downloads them. A lot of other things that you will find is if you look at the bottom bar of any device, well, I guess I should say desktop. Any Windows desktop has these 4 blue boxes that are stacked up on top of each other as a cube. If you click on that blue cube right down there, and then up in the top, it says type search here. When that next window opens up, just type files. File Explorer. When you go there, you will see another window. When you click on File folder, File Explorer, open up, and then you just click on the word download. And everything you've ever downloaded today and the last years is all there. If you're on an Android device, such as mine, and I'm sorry YouTube people aren't able to see a lot of this, you just need to go to your device, like mine says Samsung. I go there, and then I click on My Files, and then I click on Documents, and then it shows me every single document I've ever opened up at any point. You need to get family members involved, get somebody that is technically adept at utilizing lots of big files and where do they go when you click on them on your devices. That will help you out a whole bunch. Also, please just post in my Discord group. Let people know where you purchased them. I'm on Etsy. I bought these files. I can't find them. I only got this many, whatever. I have a new room inside our Discord group that I just made called Issues with Replay Classes. And we can also change that to where issues of downloading files. You can post your query there that you're having issues, and somebody will be able to help you for sure. It's just the way busier that I'm getting here with the full-time job and the 3 kids and all these classes I'm preparing for. Plus, it's audit season at work. It's really crazy. I'm getting thousands of blasts every day of lots of requests of things that I can't do. I just can't fill every wish like that. So I wish I could help everybody individually. I just can't. I wished I could. All right. We've got that. We've got this. We've got our brown that's going to actually extend right there, right? Yeah. I'm going to erase this part because our brown of our little thing is going to the next page, actually. It's not finished because this one goes with it. There we go. And then this one's going to be superior vena cava also. Artery flow for both lungs. This is only one lung. Ooh, we need to write in there on that one. One lung. Oops. I'm going to switch this out and type it in a minute. I just don't feel like typing right now. 2 lungs is what we'll do. And then we'll underline our superior vena cava. And that'll be our differences. But I'll have to type that so it looks better. Let's see. 2 lungs. There we go. And I need to get rid of that space. We get rid of that. Whoops. And then I got to get better at this. And I got to get rid of my erase. Get rid of those 2 lungs. There we go. Ooh, that looks so much better. Oh my. This is going to be super fun to be looking at, guys. Ooh, I wish TikTok could see it. Here we go. My page is too long. Turn your camera sideways. Get all dizzy. But it'll be cool for when you guys get to download these files. Yes, you can use the 2022 books for 2023, but you do need to update your hernia codes. There are a list of about 10, maybe 8 to 10 new hernia codes for 2023 that you definitely need to add in there, because one of those new codes is on the exam. That's so far as I know. I'm hearing from the grapevine, but it's always best to have an updated book because they do change the exam as of January 1st. Unlike CCS or CCA, they don't change theirs till mid-year. So if you're doing an AAPC exam, it has changed. So far, I know hernia is there, and I do have a document in my shop that's $20. It'll show you page by page on how to update it and turn your book into a 2023. Let's see, what else? What else? Yeah, Discord is awesome. It's free. Hey, Sonia. Glad you found. Yours was a zip file. Yep, and it was under files on my PCP. Yes, Jen. Perfect. On my website, it's easier because I can do zip files, where on Etsy, everything is its individual file, and it only let me upload 5 files per sell item, and none of them can be zip format, and all of them have to be a PDF format, but they have to be under a certain size to be able to be uploaded. It's such a struggle to upload even just one there. So my site's easier. That's why I have the ICD-10 notes there and the Hippix notes. I never did put them up on Etsy because it's just a strain. I did the whole Hippix book in one download on my website because it can hold a bigger file size. I haven't been able to do the whole entire book yet. It won't hold that much of a file size on one item, but I'm working on trying to figure it out. And now that I know that I can create a PDF and do my notes on this piece of paper, right here like this might turn into being a smaller megabyte size, and I might be able to do the whole book like this. Anyway, I'm learning and I'm trying to figure it out. Yeah, we need to be able to, how do you get on Discord? So I need to be able to add to chat. I don't know why I can't add to chat. Why can I not chat? I don't know what I've done. I think my son might not be available right now. How come I cannot chat? I know what I need to do. I need to go here, and I need to go here and copy my pop-out chat, and then I can open it up somewhere else. Okay. And then I gotta close this. So annoying. Why do you open up so big? Okay. And then I'm gonna go here, and I'm gonna go there. There we go. And then, let me see. Nope, that won't help. I gotta leave that there. I gotta go here, maybe? Yeah, this might work. Let me see. Paste. Ooh, I got YouTube chat. All right. So in YouTube, I can post some links. So here's my Discord link. I can't post it into TikTok because TikTok's running on my cell phone. Wait a minute, I can too. I need 6 hands. I do, I swear I need 6 hands. Where am I at? That one. there is my Discord join link. And then here, can I chat on my own chat? I cannot chat on my own chat. Okay, I'm going to have to create another TikTok account on my regular cell phone, join this TikTok like another person and be able to put links in this chat. But I haven't done that yet, so I got to figure that out. But if anybody wants to copy that link in YouTube and then pass it on to the TikTok users, that would be awesome. You did the monthly subscribe and I can get 2023 notes, right? You're telling me shop $20 for 2023 notes. It's really confusing. Okay. The $20 item that I was just showing, telling people about, was the one document that I already have done, so I won't be recording a video on it. It's already done and it's posted. So there's no way else to get that unless you go buy it. But all it does, and the only notes it has in it, is what new codes you need to add to your 2022 book or delete to turn your 2022 book into a 2023 book. That's all that document does. That's why it's $20. Now, when I do book prep videos, am I going to show you 100% every single individual code for every single code in every single chapter? That sort of defeats the purpose of even selling anything altogether. The only reason I do sell them is because it's page by page. And it is a lot of work per page to do. It takes a lot of time away from the boys and my mom, and it's a lot of work. I don't have to do it. It's not part of my job, but I do it for you guys. Now, I will do every single book section and do the first 10 to 20 pages, depending on the section size of each section, so that you get an idea of what am I doing? What do I do to the anatomy picture in the front? What am I doing to the codes in this section, like right here? Circling the arteries, circling the vena punctures. What's your differences? Which ones do I put a little lines around? Which ones am I making notes of? That I will do, and we can even write some question scenario examples in them, but it's not going to be every single one. But if you want the first 10 to 20 or whatever codes I'm doing in the middle of the night when I decide to go live for a particular section, and you want that, then great. That's what that $5 a month will pay for. I posted all of 2022's old videos up to. I didn't start recording the book prep videos until mid-year. I didn't even think anybody would be interested in it. And just in the middle of the night, I was lonely and the boys were gone. So I just ended up going live and was showing off book prep, and everybody loved it. So I continued it. But those are saved there too. So if I don't have that section done for 2023, I do have the 2022s up if I did it. But just like with the ICD-10 guidelines, it's 36 pages long. I did the first 10 pages of all my notes live for you guys, saved that recording, and posted it up. If you can follow along and do the 10 pages of the guidelines with me, then you can do the last 26 by yourself, because you've seen the first 10. I don't change my ways or do anything different than I didn't already do with you. So it's just a boost to show you how you can do it on your own. Be sure and download the Discord app onto your device. It can be desktop or computer, and set up your own account. And then click on that link. When you do click on that link, then, thank you, Twinkle, you posted it better than I did. It gets throws you directly into it. Hey, Christy. I hope all is well. I hope so too. I am not Superwoman. I'm a hot mess over here, guys. Thank you, Twinkle. Her and I both have been working off the clock today. Just tons of it. Thank you. Thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you. Yes, you can purchase the 2023 notes and put them in your 2023 books. You can purchase the 2023 notes and put them in your 2022. You can purchase the 2022 notes and put them in your 2023. If your exam's coming up faster than I can get the notes published, absolutely, they are interchangeable. Every year they have even more updates and better stuff, but if you need to pass right now and you need some help in one of your worst subjects, then have at it. But I do have a page on my website. It's called CPT Book Prep. Has pictures of my notes and what I do and what I am doing. And then you guys can follow along and be able to just do the notes yourself. I'd much rather y'all create your own creation than have to purchase from me. I know you've got enough with membership fees and books to buy and everything else, so super stressful, super stressful. Let's see, we've got the shop posted, the YouTube link, the CPT book prep page. Other common links for you guys is these three that I'm just gonna post here, I think. Where is my YouTube? Where did I do with it? That one right here. I don't know if these links will work, but oop, good Lord. Twinkle might be able to do something with that. The first link, that's 3 links altogether, is AAPC's training exams, where to buy them. The second link, good Lord, is where you find the monthly archived magazines. That did not work. And then the last link is where you go if you want to find events like free CEU stuff. But good Lord, I'll have to do something about that. That did not work. I'm working on it. I'll eventually learn this. All right. What else? I wanted to do, yes, our little arm guy. So, y'all know about Appendix L in the back of your CPT book, right? So, sometimes they ask you interesting things about these arteries and veins and which one's first order, which one's second order, which one's third, those kinds of things. Thank you for the 3,000 likes on TikTok. By the way, but I like to make it a little easier for you guys by putting it in there for you so that you know where it is. So our bradycardia, bradycephalic is first order. If anybody wants to turn that page, whichever book you got, just write this in. You may not understand what in the heck it means right now, but you will. You will. This one's going to be second order. And when we start doing practice exam questions about these veins, this will make a whole lot more sense. Promise. This superior vena cava is where we enter at, which is super helpful to know. Where is your starting point? Upper cephalic vein is beyond. The definitions for all of these, first order, second order, beyond, and interspot, again, are at Appendix L in your CPT book. Radial artery, but for now, these are just fancy, highfalutin notes that will help. B-E-Y-O-N-D. Our ulnar artery is third order. I forgot order over here. Third order. Balsamic. I always talk about this one sounding like a salad dressing, right? We have some practice questions with that one being a main one. That one's beyond. Brachial is beyond. Beyond looks such like it's a funny word. Am I spelling it correctly? I have no idea. Second order. Woohoo! And look, all done. All done with that whole page of notes. Look how fast that was. That is so cool. Thank you guys for the putting in the page numbers. You are awesome. Thank you so much. I'm just reading chat. Does that help, guys? I know you probably don't think it does, but it will one of these days, I promise. One example that I had written from last year, right here. If we went right CC to LCC to LV, I need to do and. Our codes were, I'm hoping it's still true for this year. I still got to check them and see. And then we also did our 59 because it's a separate procedure in the same genre, but you know. Here we go. And I always like to make the answers in red. I wonder if I can change. I can change it to red. Oh, I can only change the whole thing to red. I can't change part of it. I have to do two different boxes if I wanted it different colors. But can I make this box outlined? No. I can draw an outline, I bet. Can draw an outline. Like I need some stuff to be separated because y'all think it goes with something else or something. So I like to box or something things that, so it means that's just one idea right there. All right, Tiki Talk. Let me get you over here so you can see that. There's the example for you guys. Thank you, Emily. You are awesome. All right. Let's get to some practice exam questions. Now that we've got our little book prep done. All right, let's go to, what am I going to go to? I'm going to go to my Word document. And we're going to do F2. No, F2. F1, F3. F3 is going to be it. Every time I hit F1, I get another thing to come up. All right. How does the practice exam question look, guys, on YouTube? This morning, people were saying that the practice exam questions looked fuzzy. So you guys tell me. Yeah, I'm typing on my thing. Oh, I need to change my view from editing to reviewing, and that will help out too. Then I won't be adding so much stuff to it. Oh, I don't know why this view on TikTok looks so bad today, but it does, I think. Maybe I should turn it this way. I don't know which screen to show you guys. But I don't know. I've got it on this big old monitor right now, so I'm not sure if that view looks better. Does that view look better, guys, than the other one? I think it does, but you guys got to tell me. Looks good, looks good. Okay, great. Was anybody here right now that was in my class this morning? Very clear, showing better than this morning. Thank you, Tiffany. Good. That's good to hear. Me and my son worked on it for like 3 hours this morning. Like, okay, we can do better than this. We got to. Yeah, good. Yeah, I know, not everything. Yeah, there we go. Almost. Almost. There we go. So this is one of those questions I was talking about, what's today, Friday, Wednesday night, about if the cardiac question starts out with AMI, then it ends in AMI. I've got to go get those other two that start out with STEMI, because they always end as STEMI. So if you were in my Wednesday's live, what is the answer to this question without having to look anywhere in your book? Yep. Good job, TikTok. What about YouTube? Anybody on YouTube know the answer to this question? Yeah, the YouTube subscription gives you access to all the old workshops, which the workshops are 3 hours of nothing but questions. No fluff, no talking, just question by question per subject. So all cardiology, all E&M, all urology. Those are great. Those are 3 hours of questions, and then you can pause the question as soon as you see it, try to work out the answer yourself, then hit play and see if you got it right. If you got it wrong, make notes about what you did wrong. Just a great way to learn on that YouTube channel. Just really great. Plus you get access to, I make y'all exclusive videos. If you want something made, tell me, I'll make it. And all the class replays after they've been up for just the class people for a month, then they'll get those. Perfect, perfect, perfect. We all know that that one is our AMI. Now, I wrote these next questions myself, guys, so y'all may hate me. I don't know. So be sure and have your thinking caps on. For professional claims, what service code number is placed for emergent diagnosis? I can't have proper grammar, obviously, but I did write the question. Where are we going to go look for the answer? For a professional claim, what service code number is placed for emergent diagnosis when provided? How about when provided? I'm not in edit mode. Can I still edit? No, probably not. There we go. When provided. That makes much more sense. It's probably Fuzzy Patrice if you're not on full screen mode and desktop mode. Be sure if you're on a tablet or a mobile device on YouTube, you need to find the option to switch your view to desktop view. Is our answer, what number are we going to place on a claim? Our patient obtained an emergent diagnosis for the place of service. Yep. They don't always call it place of service. Sometimes they'll just call it service code. So that's why. Are we going to be 21, 24, 23, or 20? Yep. C. 23, I think. Yep. If you look at the first page in your CPT book, right after the cover of the book, or the page that has all those little tabby stickers that should still be in the book because we don't use tabs, they just get in your way. The very next page after that is called Place of Service Codes. The front and back of that one page is what we're looking at. They may just call them service codes, so be sure you know that. And if you go down to 23 and you read the part that it says place of service description, it says a portion of a hospital where emergent diagnosis and treatment of illness and injury is provided. Just kidding, it's C. All right, now you know where to find the answers. Let's try the next one. For a professional claims, what service code is placed to diagnose an unscheduled medical need? Ooh, somebody's passing around some coupon codes for my website on YouTube chat. Awesome. Of course, this video will be saved, absolutely. No, it will not be deleted. This is a free class for everyone. It won't be saved as a members only video, so only the paid members get to see it. It's not like that. My Monday, Wednesday, Friday night classes are free to everybody. They always will be. You can see them as far back as almost 2 years ago. So those are all saved. And at the beginning, I used to have them saved on TikTok, and I was relying on them to save them for me because I didn't know how to do that. And sometimes they would delete or lose the data. But now that we've got them going streaming directly onto YouTube, we should be okay with that. I like to teach for free. Absolutely. Love to teach for free. I hate charging for anything. Where is unscheduled medical needs? I've got a lot of 19s, 20s. It is 20. If you go look at the 20, we've got urgent care, and if you look at its descriptor, it says it is for the purpose to diagnose for unscheduled medical needs. Love it. All right. Here's another one. Professional claims. What service code is applied for underserviced areas that provide Medicare preventative primary medical care under general MD direction? I'm so used to saying description all day long, it's hard to say direction. I do provide tutoring. I just am booked out for the next 6 months. I'm sorry, Monica. Clarice, if it's blurry, then you're watching on a mobile device like a tablet or a cell phone, and you need to find the option that will turn your tablet into a desktop mode. That way it will not be blurry for you. Sorry, I was just replying to Twinkle. She texted me like an hour ago. I'm so bad. You're on your laptop. Should not be fuzzy at all. Hit the bottom right button where it extends this out to full screen. It's like a weird little boxy thing, you know. It'll be down over here, and it's like this half box little thing. See if that helps. Oh, Apple products. Ugh. I'm all Android and Windows. We can't troubleshoot Apple products because we don't own any. So I have no idea other than making it full screen. The font on this Word document is 36. It's huge. And I'm doing full screen broadcast. And there's nothing fancy about the font. I've blacked out the background so that it would eliminate any sheer or shine or anything. It should be clear as day on any YouTube stream. Did you... I have no idea. Check your video input mode and change it to 1080p because I'm streaming 1080p. You may have your input at 640, but if you change it to 1080p, you should be able to see it much clearer. Your frame rate will make a difference too. I'm pushing 60 hertz. That's pretty basic, but you could try upping the frame rates and seeing if that helps. Oh, good. Changed my mind, it's D. After a bunch of A's, what have we got? What have we got? Good job, good job. 72 and 50 are quite close, right? If we look at 50, 50 says federally qualified healthcare center. 72 says rural healthcare clinic. But which one is the only one that says Medicare patients? Medicare is your keyword. Yeah. So it is 50. 50 is your answer, which was D. All right. Just a little information. If I'm posting this information, it is super important for your CPC exam for 2023. Hint, hint, please pay attention. Rhinoplasty, surgical repair. Here's your suffixes of what you might see. This is what's going on in some of those surgeries. They might be fixing the septum, those kind of things. They can be primary, they can be secondary. The interesting thing that I found today about secondary repairs was that it could be a repair performed after 2 weeks from the date of injury. Could be secondary repair. I thought secondary repair meant that somebody already worked on it, and then now we're going to work on it later, but I don't know. That's kind of interesting. I'm still assuming maybe they popped it, manipulated it back in place, and then 2 weeks later it didn't fix it, and now we're going to have to go in and do a plasty repair. It's because the manipulation didn't work, but because we needed to wait for the severity to go down, the swelling and all that stuff. So anyway, I just thought that was a very cool statement right there. I liked it. I liked it a lot, so I added it here. Ooh, I don't know what that is and why that popped up, but I want it to go away. I'm going to go back to the editing. No? How do I get rid of that? Oh, good Lord. Let's do that. There we go. Let's not do that again. CJ, thank you so much for subscribing to the YouTube channel. I really appreciate it. That's awesome. All right, what messages do I have? You missed the last question, MK? Don't worry. Thank you, user96, for subscribing to TikTok. Your subscription, I guess it's telling me, is about to end in 48 hours. I don't know why TikTok's telling me that. Hey, Go-Kart. Good to see you. I hope y'all had fun with that last question. All right. So let's work on some rhinoplasties. I again wrote this question. Y'all may hate me after this. Let's go look at these codes. We've got 30400. Let me get to my book. Right there. And we're going to do a search. 30400. Yippee. And we're going to go right there. And we're going to get rid of that. All right. So we've got rhinoplasty. Then we had the 21, or the 20, the 21. We had the 21 is what I'm saying, not 21, but 20 also listed there. Did we have the, we had 30 and 60, okay. And then we have the 20, and then we had the 30, and then we had the 60. So we have all three of these codes listed. One difference that I would make note of right away is 2 of them are primary. One of them is secondary, and one of them is congenital. Are y'all listening? For making notes in your CPT book, the main one-word differences between these codes, we've got primary, we've got secondary, and then we have our congenital. That is super important for the CPC exam. If you had those words listed right underneath these codes, that would help you find answers super quick. All right, let me get back up my Word document. And let me switch screens here. There we go. Isn't that fancy, y'all? I'm just learning all kinds of stuff. All right, here's the question. I wrote it. Y'all are going to hate me, but do the best you can. How do you know if this is primary, secondary, or congenital? That is what you're looking for. Look for words to figure out if you are primary, secondary, or congenital. That will be the fastest way to find this. Here's your book codes again. So MK was asking, if you were on YouTube, you'd see the better screen, but we've got primary is the first two codes. Secondary is 30. Be sure to have open your books because you can read it just as well in the CPT code descriptor and see that this one is the one that you were asking about. MK? Super easy. It's in the 60. Look at the 61. Read the whole descriptor. It's not very far. See, it's right after the word secondary. This one had congenital. It's right there. It's only about the 5th word in. Be sure you have that written underneath your 60. Yep. And since we saw the word birth defect, you know right away what the answer is. They will ask you about a rhinoplasty on the exam. I have no idea how the question's written or which type of rhinoplasty they might ask you about. Just be sure you know primary, secondary, congenital, which ones it would be. So hopefully that will help you out, guys. Actually, the one part that I put into this was about this lengthening right here. The lengthening of that particular area was the difference between all those codes. I think the 30 or the 20, maybe it's the 20, does something to the tip too, but that particular words right here was the difference. Even if they didn't have birth defect in here, if they just told you that the patient needed this lengthening thing done, then it's because of a congenital issue is the only reason you'd lengthen it. When you have like an injury, you don't lengthen them because of an injury. You might repair them, but you wouldn't lengthen it unless it was a congenital issue. So even if they didn't tell you that it was a birth defect out, if they are lengthening something, it was this particular bone and part, then it's because of a birth defect. So that's pretty cool. Yep. Hopefully that's help. Yep. They also performed during this one a septoplasty with this one, along with that lengthening, of course. They used a forked flap, which is cool. Transmucosa sutures and adhesive tapes. Oh my gosh, couldn't imagine tape being in my nose. That would be rough. I've got a deviated septum. It's so bad, but I just don't want to go through the surgery. I was fishing with my dad several times. Probably this happened. And he'd pull back the tree limbs as we're going through Sardis Lake in Mississippi or Pickwick Lake in Tennessee. And we'd have these big cypress trees or water trees out in the middle of the lake. They grow in the middle and they have low hanging leaves and limbs and stuff. And he'd pull them back and he'd, holler, fire in the hole, but I wasn't paying attention. And of course, I get smacked in the face quite often with them, and he'd just laugh, and everybody'd have a laugh. Everybody gets hit by them. It's funny. But I know I broke it so many times. That's the fun part of fishing. We had such a good time doing that. My results out. I am past my CPC exam tomorrow. What? You're welcome. Sardis, Mississippi. Oh, yeah, Nikki. We're from the same areas. My first job was at Pickwick Lake. I went down there and used to help clean sailboats, compounding them and stuff when I was like 14. All weekend long. There's our answer for that one. Here's some more questions I wrote. So tell me what you think about this one. They love asking about the parts of the heart. Which one's included, which one's not. So I wrote a bunch of different ones. I know Grow Glow is from Arkansas, and I used to live in Arkansas, especially right after I was born. I lived there quite some time after Daddy got out of Vietnam. After he passed away in 2013, I found an old life insurance Dad had out that was still valid. It had been eating up its value for years, decades, because nobody knew it was there and never transferred it. But like when I was born, the policy was there, and then they moved away. Like when I was, I don't know, had to have been 3 or 4, and they forgot about that policy, and it sat there and did whatever it was doing, and then it eventually started eating away at itself. I found it in 2013 doing a search for missing property, and it did get Mom some money off of that, but not a lot, but still, it's very interesting. If you ever have anybody pass away, don't forget to go to every state site in the whole United States, even if you don't know if somebody ever moved there or lived there, and always look through the unclaimed properties. Then you can find old savings accounts, old bank accounts, old life insurance policies, lots of stuff that even like if they closed their electricity bill and then they had a deposit but never went back and got their old deposit, it still sits there and you can apply and get that stuff. Sorry, I'm always rambling on. Chambers, walls of the heart. Thank you, Twinkle. YouTube's. Everybody's going D. Okay. Good job. D is correct. I wrote this one too. 4 valves of the heart. Be sure and know this one. If you don't know all the valves, please, please, please mark them up in your book. I know it will be a question for somebody this year, I hope. Be sure you know this one. Hey, quiet girl. How's it going? Once you sign up for what, my dear? I'm sorry I wasn't paying attention, Miss Custom Crafts. What are you looking for? That's on TikTok. I've got a B's and A's. The valves in the heart. That will be located in your CPT book in the very front of the cardiology section. They have them all listed and drawn out there. Thank you, Twinkle, on TikTok. You're going to need a raise. You are typing you're going from one place to another, answering everybody's questions. This one's bicuspid. That is not a valve. Mitral valve was the fourth one that you were looking for. Make sure you know mitral valve, aortic valve, pulmonary, and tricuspid. Make sure you know those. Bicuspid might be an AKA term for that particular valve, but I tell you, they're going to want mitral valve. Just let me make that clear. They're going to want mitral valve. So make sure you know that one. Conduction system of the heart has all except for which ones? Which one is not part of the conduction system of the heart? I know these are difficult, but if you can figure out where the answers are, how to find them, which is in the ICD-10 book, in the cardiology section before you start coding those, you will do much better on the exam. And you'll think their questions were easy. This particular question, you can turn to your ICD-10 book and look at the anatomy section right before the cardiology codes. And it will be there. Good job, YouTube. Good job. She is multitasking like crazy. There's steam coming out of her ears right now, I bet. Good job, Jen. Of course, AAPC lets you use books that have notes in them. Absolutely, it is encouraged. In all of their educational material, it is encouraged. It's written in there to do it, actually. They will say, go move this to the codes in your book. Specifically, I have that and a host of other pictures on my website at medicalcodingbyjen.com under Gallery. It's a new tab that I've posted that will show you from the AAPC's website the correct wording for it's encouraged. Use it, do it. Now, if you are outside of the United States taking your exam in countries like Indonesia, Dubai, Australia, I don't know, wherever, out of country, testing facilities provide the testing material for you, including books, which will be clear and unwritten on. But that is an out-of-country issue, nothing to do with online exams taken here in the United States or in-person exams here taken in the United States. This one is B. The fourth one is why am I having trouble saying this one? Arthoventricular node. I don't know why I'm saying that. AVN. AVN. Instead of BVN, it is AVN. It should say artery there. And not cephalic either. All right, what about this one? Quit looking for this stuff. 4 chambers of the heart include all except for what? Y'all gonna know all kinds of stuff about heart tonight. It just says the word except. F is not an option. Miss Island. Yeah, tricuspid is not valid there. Here are your 4 chambers. Be sure you know those. Not too hard. Just be sure you know them. Next question. Fatigue and weakness, including changes in how much you urinate, chest pain. If fluid builds up around the lining of your heart, shortness of breath, fluid builds up around your lungs, those are all signs of ERDS. Which organ is responsible for all those declines? Yes, I wrote this question. You're welcome, MK. Hey, Michelle. It's not F. No, Miss Mountain Nurse. I know you know the answer to this one. There are actually probably 3 correct answers here, but what is the most correct answer? Where does everything start from? Where would it all start from? YouTube's got it all correct. TikTok's having some issues. Except for MK, she's got it right. Hey Emily, good to see you. Y'all see that I changed the description of you guys to coder instead of crew? So now y'all are coders. It really says coder, but coder. We're going to pretend it says coder because it'll only let me have 4 letters. If y'all come up with something better, let me know. To my 27 TikTok followers, subscribers. This starts with the kidneys because the first thing is, how much you urinate. So if you aren't going to the bathroom as much as you should, then you're not going to eliminate a lot of waste. That waste buildup is going to end up in your liver too, yes. It's also going to build up in your brain, and it will make white matter in your brain also. So technically all of these are right, but it all originates and starts with the kidneys failing. And it will spread. That fluid will build up and in all your organ systems, of course. But it will change your brain makeup, and it will definitely change your liver too. But kidneys, when you see this, ERSD was the whole thing is what I was talking about. Symptoms of ERSD, end-stage renal disease. That acronym is in the back of your CPT book on the very back cover. So if you go to the back, and I'm not talking about a page number, but the back cover, you have a huge list of acronyms in the back, and ERSD is back there. Be sure you know where those acronyms are so that you can find it. There's another set in Lab and Path section inside the CPT book too. Be sure you know where that is. It used to be on page 600 in the 2022 one. I don't have it memorized yet where it is in 2023. But it's around there. They have 3 or 4 pages of acronyms inside Lab and Path. Also know where you can find those because that's helpful for the exam. But the answer that AAPC will definitely want is kidneys is always associated with ERSD. Ooh, we got CPT codes. All right. Let's go see what our differences are on these codes real quick. Let me go write these down real quick because I can't remember numbers. While I go look in our CPT book that's electronic online. So we got 99473 and then 50, 55, and 56. All right. we're going to switch views to our CPT book. Yay. That works so well on YouTube. Here, I have to figure out where's my page. Okay. And we're going to go search, and we're going to go 99473. Click that there. Ooh. All right, our 99473 code. And then we've got our 50. We've got 55. Who knows? They're probably all out of sequence, which is a cool thing. There's 57, 56. No. Here we go. There's 55. And there's our 50. And then I already marked 55 and it disappeared. Why did you disappear? Did I not hit it right? 55. There we go. 50. And then 56. All right. We got work-related, basic life, and where's our 47? 73, sorry, 73 is self-measured. So those are our differences, guys. So sorry, you TikTok, y'all gonna have to look at your books to see what we're seeing. And then, or hop onto YouTube. So now we know our differences with these. I can write, right? Oop, I don't know what you're doing. No, I'm not going to touch it. Oh, I got to switch our screen on YouTube. There we go. There we go. All right, so now we're going to look at our question for just those differences. Is this going to be work-related, self, or basic? That's all we're looking for with this question. What are we doing? I'm using OBS to stream on YouTube with a Word document, a Vita source for my book, which I pay for an electronic ebook from AAPC, and I get a printed book, and then I get an ebook with my bundle that I buy from them. So I'm on VitaSource due to my purchase from AAPC to be able to look at the CPT book in an electronic format for you guys. And then I'm on a PDF on my desktop through OBS to be able to do book prep and show y'all how to do that too. There you go, MK. How's that? How much time do I have left? Okay, about 20 minutes or so. YouTube has some answers. So does MK. Be sure you know where this code is for your exams for 2023. That's all I'm saying. Please be sure you know where this code is at. Make sure it's updated. Make sure you know where it's at. Make sure you know how to use it properly. Look for any AKA terms that they might have. Sorry the font is so tiny on that, but it just tells you that this is basic life. and disability examination. It includes, it's just a copy of what was written in the CPT book. You should see all that in your book. Somebody said it was on page 41. Thank you, Twinkle. So good job finding that answer through all my nightmarish stuff. What do we see here with this one? I see we have wellness exams and an office visit, and they're going from either new patient to established patient to a level low or a level moderate, right? Does any of that make sense to you guys? Don't laugh at me, but I just learning and I don't know how to read my book well yet. It's okay. You'll get there. It takes a lot of time, and seeing it repetitively makes it click a lot better. So these codes in the very beginning, right here, are wellness exams codes for wellness, meaning the patient is just here to do a risk assessment. You're 10 years old now. You need to make sure you're wearing your seatbelt. You're wearing your helmet when you're riding your bike. Those kind of things. These are office visits for established patients. So if we're going to bill established patients for our second code, don't you think we could probably get rid of two of these codes up in the front, because two of them are going to go with a new patient and two of them are going to go with an established patient. So even without looking at one word of the question, just thinking about, no matter what, I have to put an established code with something, that means I'm definitely not going to put it with a new patient code. I could get rid of some codes here. So the new patients have the 8 in them. Yep. Those are new. And then the 9s are established. That's why I think learning a little bit about every single E&M code is super helpful. Just at least knowing whether you're new or established, or if you're a hospital or an ER code or a consult code. Just in general, that knowledge, just by looking at the numbers, will help you so much during the exam. I'm working on trying to create y'all some flashcards y'all can just print out. That way you'll have front and back, and then you can practice that. That would be awesome. So we can definitely get rid of those two. Now all you need to see is, were you a low or moderate, or the age of the patient, because these two codes are done by the patient's age. That's its difference. These differences are done by the MDM of the visit, or time, or total risk. It's probably age would be a whole lot easier, right? So let's go see. So instead of reading the whole entire question, I would just match my wellness exam with the age of the patient. And yes, I wrote this question too. MK, you can't bill a new patient with an established patient's code. That's how we eliminated A and B. This code is for a new patient. This code is for a new patient. This code is for established. This one's established. That's how we eliminated those two. These two codes have established and established, established and established. So we keep them. Now all we need to do is decide where our 10-year-old kid goes with the first code. Got it? All right. Sorry, Vanessa. Somebody says C on YouTube. Anybody else? TikTok land want to say? What do you think? Thank you for the 7,000 likes. That's already more than I had on Wednesday night. And the 12 shares of this live. Thank you so much. Thank you for the thumbs up on YouTube too, guys. Really appreciate it. Yes, C is your answer. Good job, guys. I don't know, is it my phone going off again for some reason? Oh. Eek. So many nines. All right. What's another name for pronation? Yeah, I wrote this one too. Yes, if we didn't have age. Let's say they didn't tell you about the girl's age. Somebody asked, how would we know we are a 13 or a 14? MDM? There is no MDM. So, all we have is our diagnosis with our prescription. So, our appropriate history and exam. Okay. So, we have one acute illness. Where does one acute illness go? If you're in the 2022, I think it's on page 17 or whatever, that chart that you look at for where if you look on page 17, the third column on that chart where it says number of complexity of problems addressed at this encounter, to find one acute illness, it's the last one underneath low. If it had been complicated illness or injury, or an added one to like diabetes or something, then we would have gone down to 14. Page 8 in your 2023. That's what I thought, but I didn't know why the modifier was there. Because you have to tell the insurance company that yes, I do mean to, in fact, bill for 2 totally different office visits on this one patient for today's data service. If you're going to bill for 2 office visits, which is what you're doing here, I did 1 complete physical on this patient from head to toe, and then I did another visit for this patient, and I took a complete history and examination of the patient and a review of their symptoms and risk, and evaluated their URI. So you did 2 office visits. If you're going to do 2 office visits on one patient in the same data service, it's a requirement that you add the 25 modifier to the second office visit code so that you're telling the insurance company this was intentional. It's a guideline in the very front of your book, and all those red pages in the very beginning where it tells you how to do E&M sections, which starts on page 5 in the 2022 book. Good job, Vanessa. Thank you for helping out answering. Can you study and not go to school for this and pass your exam or do you have to go to school? Don't you dare go to school. It ain't going to help you one bit. Yep, you need to self-study. And I have some pinned TikTok videos, those 3 pinned ones that will tell you how to start. And I teach for free, so you can have that added benefit. I think I'm the only one that teaches for free, so I teach free on TikTok and on YouTube. And I also have a huge study group and a website all dedicated full of free information for you so you can self-study and pass the exam. I teach from the exam point of view so you can get certified. And then getting a job will be totally different because all coding guidelines are done differently at the jobs site. Okay, sorry, we'll move on to our next question. Pronation. I wrote this one too, so sorry guys. What's another name for pronation? Anybody know? I went to school and spent $6,000. You will learn way more from Jen, Melinda just said on YouTube. Bless your heart. I hate it. That's why I started this, is because I hated seeing everybody spending all their COVID money and taking all these courses, and then they wouldn't pass. So then they'd have them buy workshops for hundreds of more dollars, and then they still wouldn't pass. And it was just heartbreaking to see everybody in these chat rooms saying, I can't pass, I've done this, I've done that. I've spent 10 grand here and I still can't pass. I'm like, there's an easier way here, guys. Whole lot easier way. And I felt bad because I know these educators and people know there's an easier way. But they're gatekeeping it or something. I don't know what the deal is, but I figured I'd just come in and make some waves. And I have, I think, because I know I'm hated. But also I've seen changes for the good too. I'm seeing a lot more classes being offered for $5 and $10, which was never heard of before, ever. I never seen it in my years, ever. And I'm also seeing changes to websites where more free information is actually written out. So I think it's great. I'm hoping it's because of me, but maybe I'm just self-indulged. I don't know. But anyway, I think it's great. Thanks, Michelle. Same here. I've learned nothing. I've learned more here in the last few weeks than with school. That's awesome. Doesn't help. It helps that I have a special needs kid that I ended up needing to homeschool, and I homeschooled him from first grade all the way up to junior high school. And then, of course, during COVID, I ended up teaching both my sons at home. And I think just teaching all those grades and all those lessons with the different personalities and skill sets for each kid made a difference, where I can try to come at it with a different angle, so that not everybody can just read a book and know how to do something. Not everybody can watch a video and know how to do something. So I try to break it down and do it from different points of view. So hopefully that all helps. My school experience inspired me to want to teach MCB one day. That's awesome. You can use AAPC's certification anywhere. Heck, they're hiring in Dubai. you can speak English and you want to move to Dubai, you can make $100 an hour to teach coding. That's awesome. That would be fun. I wouldn't mind going there and teaching a class for like 6 weeks and be on vacation. That would be fun, and make $100 an hour doing it. That'd be great. But I wouldn't want to do it full time forever. I even Googled this and I'm not getting direct answers. Aw. Really, Vanessa? Quit Googling. Everything's in your book. All right, pronation. It's in a thesaurus. I know you can pick it up. I completed the AAPC course but did not pass 2 attempts. Someone told your name, Jen, and now I'm following. Oh, that's awesome. I hope I can help out. All right, here's your answer. Dex, good job. Who was that? Artistry, good job, good job, good job. How often do you go live? Aw, you're taking a medical billing and coding class and your instructor is no help. Every Monday, Wednesday, and Friday, 6:30 Arizona time zone, and all my old classes for almost 2 years that were free are all on YouTube. I do have some specialty classes that I do once a month, where it's 3 hours of just practice questions on one subject, like just all cardio, whatever, and we do like 75 questions in 3 hours just on that one section. That's a paid membership on YouTube, which is $5 a month. If you want to see those, I have 14 of those videos up. But still, all my repeat lives where I'm here with my kids and, you know, whatever else is going on. I might have to stop because my mom needs me or something. During those 2 hours during the week, they're all free and they're on YouTube too. So my website's free. My Discord group is free. And girl, that thing, if you're going through a course right now and you're struggling with an assignment or something, all you got to do is post it in my Discord. Somebody will be there to help you. 100%. All right, let's go to 99. Which ones are these? See what our differences are on these codes. 99253 and our 221, our 233, and our 234. What kind of codes are these? Remember, every time you do anything on this exam, you want to skip reading the questions. You do not want to read the questions. You want to go straight to the answers first, and you want to go see what the codes are. What kind of code is a 99253? We know it's an evaluation and management code, but what is its header? And I don't mean its CPT code descriptor, I mean its header. What is this 99253 under? What is that under? What header? Why are you not highlighting? You're being rude. There you go. What header are we under? Our header is right here. This is our header. Okay? We're under observation or inpatient consults, right? So we need to think about that for our 53. And then we did the 33 and 34 right here. What header is our 234 under? There we go. And our 35 was on this one? No, just 34, and then 33 was on there. Okay. 34 is right here. This is the header. So the main important thing about this code 34 is that it is admission and discharge of an observation patient. You need that A and D. So it's an OBS A and D. This is a consultation, is our 53. What is our 33 code? Our 33 code, main header, is under subsequent hospital visit. So that means they've been in the hospital, we're rocking back around to come see them on their second or third or fourth night there at the hospital. So subsequent hospital. And then our 99221. What header is that one under? I'm gonna get this yellow to work. There we go. That header is admit hospital. I always change the initial to admit because I think initial just sounds undescriptive, and admit means more. That means this is just your first time getting to the place and getting admitted. All your admit orders happen here. This is your first day stay, whether it's in observation or in the hospital. This is where all your first day orders come from. So now that we know our differences of each one of these answers, if you're taking your exam in person, you can write consult here, you can write admit here, you can write subsequent here, and you can write OBS, admit, and D. To keep yourself straight, if you can't and you're taking your exam online, you cannot do a white erase board anymore, and you're going to have to keep it all in your head. So, however you're going to do the exam, you need to do at home. If you're going to write on your exam booklet like this, but you're not practicing doing this at home, then it's not going to do you any good. You need to get out Mr. Paper and Pen, and you need to write at least A, B, C, D down 5,000 times. Even if you don't write the answers, the numbers down, as long as you're writing the C, the A, the S, and the OBS in the correct spots where A, B, C, and D is, that will get you in practice and help. Because you don't want to show up for your exam on the day, take it in person thinking you're going to write all over this book and have not ever practiced it at all. I've also had people go through their booklet, not bubble as they go, and then they just circle the right answer and then move on, and then at the end of their exam, they'll go through that whole booklet and then go bubble their bubble sheet and get the bubbles all mixed up and wrong and get zeros and complete sections. So whatever you're going to plan on doing in person on the exam day, whether it's online or in person, I can't stress it enough. Please do it at home. I know you ain't got time to do one more thing that you're already doing, but you're going to have to find time. If you're planning on writing on that exam booklet, then you need to write out A, B, C, and D a bunch. And you need to start writing out your little whatever cheat sheet you're going to do beside those letters and get in the habit of doing it. Because it's going to slow you down and get you all befungled during the middle of your exam. Anyway, my soapbox is over with. Here's your question. You guys tell me, are we a consult? Are we admitting this patient? Is this a subsequent visit? Or is patient going home and had been admitted all in the same day? Just skim from the bottom of the question up. Look for key words. You're not reading every word, so we don't need to know why they're there. We don't need to know what's being done. We need to know, did I admit them right now today? Did I discharge them right now today? What did I do? That's all. Good night, Melinda. Good job, TikTok. Everybody's got it correct on TikTok. we know our answer is going to be subsequent visit. Also, when you're at this code in your own personal CPT book, if you don't go write admitted yesterday underneath that code, you're missing out. Any kind of words that tell you, that mean the difference about these questions is super helpful to write underneath these codes to remind you the next time you see something that says admitted yesterday, you know it's a subsequent answer. So that will help you out during your exam. All right, what kind of code is 231? What kind of code is this one? Is it an admit? Is it a discharge? Is it a subsequent? What kind of code is it? What is our header for this one? Subsequent. Two, two, one. They're pretty in order. You'll start out with some anatomy and anesthesia, and then you'll go into integumentary, then musculoskeletal, respiratory. It's pretty much in order with some guidelines, compliance, and anatomy sprinkled in between, and keep going through the books. Pretty much in order. This one's admit. What's our 224? 224. Good job, YouTube. Y'all are writing admit instead of initial. 224. Yeah, this one's OBS. Observation with admit and discharge. What is 224? Is that admit too? All right, let's check out our question. Where is our patient when the doctor leaves? Where is the patient? Do you see anywhere in the question where one physician has asked another physician to come see this patient, document on part of their health care, like let's see they're in the hospital for a brain tumor, but the neurologist is also concerned about the patient's kidney disorder, renal functions or something, and has asked a renal physician to come in, give his advice to the neurologist on how to take care of their patient's renal disease while they are the supervising physician as the neurologist? If you don't see something like that, it is not a consult. I don't care if the insurance company demanded it, Aunt Sally Sue called and wants a second opinion. None of that is a consult. And just because the physician ordered an echocardiogram doesn't mean that that is a consult at all. You have to see that one physician is requesting another physician to take see part of the patient's care. What's going on here is whoever's taking care of the patient is taking care of the total care of the patient. And they ordered an echo, but they're also worried about their gallbladder. And that physician's taking care of them from head to toe by themselves. Maybe it's an internist. But it doesn't automatically make that care being split up as a consult just because the doctor is worried about the gallbladder and the heart. Doesn't matter. Could be an internist. Thank you, Twinkle. Rachel's got it right. Still admitted. Still in the hospital, MK. Patient has been there for 2 days already. Did the patient get discharged today? Nope, it says they're not safe to go home. So all this is just our subsequent office visit or hospital visit. That's all. It's just a subsequent. Just a subsequent. That's all this is. Good night, Dawn. Go back to this. Ooh, gotta get rid of that. There we go. It could be. That one I didn't write. That question. It could very well be. Well, I hope this has been helpful, guys. So much. I hope it's been helpful. I'm going to sit here and play around with these notes some more. I just quickly took these pages and made a copy, but now I'm all like, oh, I got to go back and go do a whole chapter, and then that way I can come back and do the whole chapter like this. And boy, the transfer of once I get done with these notes will be so fast because I don't have to take any more pictures once I save them, just like this for notes. Ooh, look, if I have a code that says it is without something, like this one says without a bypass, we put one line through it. So there's no need in us seeing that associated with that code number. I'm going to have another live just like this one on Monday. So we'll do some more practice questions then. And it will be live on YouTube and stream on TikTok as usual. Thank you so much, Emily, for the pizzas. You're so wonderful. Thank you so much for the support on TikTok. And anybody taking their exam tomorrow? I don't highlight anything in the ICD-10 book. The differences between the ICD-10 codes, if you have an AAPC ICD-10 book, which I highly recommend, is highlighted with the word in green, which is lovely. Saves me a lot of work. Love it. So I am going to make a copy of my next chapter that I'm fixing to do in PDF form, and then I'm going to go live again. I'm sure tonight, tomorrow, and Sunday a little here just on YouTube. And we'll be streaming some book prep directly that will be live for everybody to see, but then the saved copy of that video will be for the subscribers to have access to, the ones that have the membership. But I have some free time this weekend. MK, I know I owe you another tutoring that we didn't get to today or yesterday. So hit me up. We got to get together tomorrow so I can get that done. I don't think I have any plans with Mom to go out tomorrow, so I will try to get to all these emails people have been messaging me that I need to get to and I haven't answered yet. And yeah, everything else we got going on. I need to find time to get some better organization going on in our Discord group. I need to find a way for if people are going to post exam questions or CPT questions, please post them in the correct rooms. If you have an ICD-10 question, go to that ICD-10 room because you're not the only one that has the same question. Everybody has the same questions, but if we keep them organized by which room, and I have every book listed, and then lots of additional certifications listed. If I need to add some more rooms, we can add more rooms, but it would be really nice if we could keep some of this information instead of being... I have people that are going into the job resources rooms asking about CPT codes, and that's really just for job postings. So, and it's hard for me to find every message if it's not organized either in each room. So if you don't know how to use Discord and navigate that server is what I'm providing you guys as a server, go watch some videos on it, YouTube videos. Take 2 minutes to learn the little ins and outs of why each server has all these rooms you can go into. It's super helpful. I also have a room that's called Discord that actually has some of those videos in there to show you how to navigate it too. So I could use some help with that if possible, guys. And then also on my website, I have a gallery now that all my members of the website have access to. And if you have any really cool pictures that you would like to share that are of maybe your how did you write your letter to get your A removed, or what your letter looked like to get an ADA extra hour on your exam, and you want to black some stuff out but then do a screenshot of it and post it for other people to have access so that they could see what a copy looks like, or if you have a really good hernia coding notes or something you want to share, feel free to go to my website, go to the gallery tab and add whatever you want, just to help out anybody. The last 4 days we have snow. Oh no, MK. Lord, it's all I can do to learn YouTube and TikTok. Now, if I got to learn Instagram too, and now if I could stream Instagram through OBS, I'm sure it's something my son could link up and make it just happen and do it all at the same time. But I don't know if I can do that. I don't know. I've worked remote from home since 2013, and I'm pretty savvy with Zoom, and, I've been on TikTok for 2 years now, so I love it, but I've never been much on Instagram. I mean, I have a Facebook page to run. They want me to go live there too. It's just all these things and networking it all out. I am over 50, so I don't know. I'm learning, but I'm trying. I'm not a social media influencer or whatever. I have a full-time job, 3 sons, my mom. Internet and publication of videos has not been my primary focus. Even for the last 2 years, I've been trying to help people. I've just been just some lady on the internet. So I'm trying. I need to hire some media company in here to hook me up or something. I don't know, and do all this for me so that I can just sit here and talk. But until, I win the lotto. I will have to be figuring this out as I go. And I'm doing my best, and it's one of my main goals for 2023 is to make the videos a lot better quality than a cell phone through a screen, wiggling all over the place and being just atrocious to look at, like they are already posted out there on YouTube. I'm trying really hard to get this to look a lot nicer for you guys. So I am working on it, and I will continue to try to improve for sure. You're very welcome, Nurse Egg. Love your name. Yes, you can get a link to Discord. Go to medicalcodingbyjen.com. Let me see if I can't find that website for you, since it's my own. Where am I at? Just go to my website, medicalcodingbyjen.com, sign up. Super easy peasy. I get a lot of bots if I don't make you sign up, but then you just click on the social media tab right here, and then the link for Discord is right there where it says join now. And let me see if I can't show this off to YouTube. I can't, or yeah, YouTube. Yep, that was YouTube. Oops, I hit the F1 button. That was wrong. I had it on there. There you go, YouTubies. See that join now button right there? Just click that and that'll throw you right into my server. Right there. Super easy. That's where my link is. Link to the Facebook, link to the YouTube. Super easy. Here's our shared gallery. Super helpful. These are the pictures, like if you want to tote your books around without getting them all broken, I recommend one of those. There's my pens that I use. This is all some book prep stuff. What camera do I use? The components for your vaccines. Just lots of pictures. This is where AAPC says you can write in your books. This is how you can get an example of what it looks like and where to send to get an ADA, how to fix your books so they don't come unraveled, how to do your ICD-10 notes, just tons of stuff here. How many questions are on each exam is here. My favorite pictures with the shortest amount of information on what is, but y'all can add pictures here too if y'all have any fancy stuff y'all want to show off. Also go to the CPT book prep room tab right there, because that tab is free, and you can click on each picture and it'll show you and give you instructions on how I make my notes so that you can make your own notes just like I do. And ICD-10, the anatomy, and CPT are all listed there. Plus I have some guideline tips for all the guidelines. That picture is of the explanation of what a mama code and a child code is. Hey Magpie, look at my kitty cat. She came to visit. She's a pretty girl. All right. And then what else do I have on my website? I have some book prep videos for the digestive system are right there under those videos. I have a blog. It's all free. I have extra education people, extra teachers, and their websites and links here. The shop, of course, has all my CPT, ICD-10, and Hippix notes and replays of any workshops that aren't available on YouTube are able to be purchased there too. And my tutoring and workshop page is where you can get individual tutoring with me, except for I'm booked out right now. The group workshops, we're going to do another one in February on cardiology and E&M. It'll be 3 hours of back-to-back questions, and then my Friday classes are $5. Therefore, anybody who has taken the exam for certification and did not pass. If you didn't pass and you want to schedule your next attempt, but you want more questions to practice that are super hard or guideline related, join in on those Friday classes. Even if you can't attend, you can get access to the replay and you can watch those videos again. Today I did 2 hours and 40 minutes on that for $5. So those are good Friday classes. But if you go to the social media tab again, at the very bottom, it gives you, there's me, and there's my hours for my free classes. Those are right there. So I hope to see you guys on Discord. Discord is so cool. Where do I go? I go here. No, I don't go there. Yeah, I do. I go there, and I click here, and then I get my Discord back up. There's my Discord. There's all of our rooms for Discord. I don't think that'll show up on YouTube, guys, but I have rooms for days. This is our main chat room where we chat, and then this is my CPC exam question room. So if you're working in a course and you have an exam question, you can ask questions in there. That's the E&M book question room. CPT code resources. If I have something cool I want to share with you on a CPT code, I'll share it in here. ICD-10 resources and questions go here. Hippix questions go here. I have job resources, different certification resources, CEUs, and you can also see who all we've helped. How many people have passed due to my help. I keep all their notices that let me know who I've helped, and I post them all in this room. We even have 2 Practicodes rooms. This is the Discord room where it shows you how to navigate and use Discord, which is super helpful. Just watch that video. We even have a case room where you can study cases. And we got study buddies, all that kind of stuff. My cat's still going across the room. She's hungry. They're like, feed me. You got to come feed me. Medical term room. You can sell your books in here. I've got an anatomy room where you can learn all about anatomy questions and videos. Yeah. Tons and tons of help in these rooms, guys. Just need help keeping it all separated. Even a compliance and regulatory room. Somebody posted this in one of our off subject rooms. They posted this, and this is a huge list of all kinds of compliance. Word with a definition. Word with a definition. I thought it was great, so I moved it for them into the compliance room. It's a great little picture. So I just can't zoom in on it right now. But anyway, I hope this live has been helpful. I am going to go publish the male genitalia section for 2023 up in my shop on my website. So look for that coming tonight. And tomorrow I will be doing some more PDF book prep for sure. For sure, code by code, where y'all can watch me do my notes until I get tired. We will definitely do that. You'll get to see why and I do what I do. Super cool. I just love this idea my kid came up with last night. You're very welcome, Dim. Thank you for being a TikTok subscriber. Good morning, by the way, in Dubai. Awesome. Good to see you. You and your eyeball. Didn't see the tag number. The TikTok number, if you want a number for Discord, if you go to my TikTok page, of course, it's in my bio.
Okay.
Right there. Right there.
My 21-year-old daughter.
I don't know why it's talking when I got off of that person's video, but it does that. There is, in my bio, there's the Discord number. If you are savvy enough and know how to use it, the number is 6243 And there's a link also to my website. Right there. But like I have 20,000 followers and that inbox never goes under 100. And I just cleared it at 6:33. I was supposed to be on YouTube doing this stream and I cleared all of it and got rid of all those messages 2 hours ago, 2 hours and a half ago. So in 2.5 hours, I have over 100 messages. That's just on TikTok. I have Messenger, Discord, email addresses. So that's just to give y'all a hint. If I haven't replied to your messages, I'm trying. It's just never ending, my loves. Magpie, no. She's throwing my socks out of my sock drawer right now. If I don't go feed her, she's going to terrorize me. Come on, Magpie. All right, guys, I'm getting off. I love you all. I will see you back on the live, especially on Monday night at 6:30 for more repeat live free questions, but I will definitely see you on YouTube this weekend. All right, how do I get out of this stuff? My OBS. Let's see.